Hi, I'm Sylvia Gordon.
And I'm Rebecca Gordon.
And we're wrapping up what happened in insurance last week. Let's unwrap.
Let's do this! Woo!
Okay, what happened last week in insurance?
What didn't happen last week in insurance?
Okay, so for Medicare Advantage, commissions are getting paid. That's a big deal. A lot of agents are still confused about how they get paid. They're like expecting the whole payment. They don't understand.
Like the true-up?
Yeah, they're going to get part of it. And then CMS has to approve that the person is new to Medicare. Then they're going to get the other payment. So United Healthcare, they were best in class. They paid on like January 2nd. They paid immediately. Or they sent it to pay. That's the deal. So they sent it to pay, and then you actually get it like 2 days later. And then the true-up is going to be like 2 weeks later. So that was really good.
Explain the true-up, because we still get these calls all year where people are furious that they're not getting there as if we're keeping it, and they absolutely know that their client is a first-timer. They know it. They know it. Like they would sell their first child, and then they weren't.
It's not. I love your jacket, but some hair. It's not up to the carrier. It's up to CMS. The carrier sends all the cases that they write to CMS. CMS has to approve which ones you can pay new to Medicare. So if you're guaranteed your person is new to Medicare and it's a glitch, then you got to fight it through the system.
Brand new, never been on a Medicare plan ever, right?
Well, no, they're brand new right now. So they came from a MedSup to a Med Advantage. They came, or from original Medicare to a Med Advantage.
That's the kicker, right?
Yeah,
it's your first time to Med Advantage.
Right, your kicker. Well, not your first time. You're coming to Med Advantage, not from another Med Advantage. A Med Advantage to another Med Advantage is a rollover, and that's half commission.
No true.
From something not Med Advantage to Med Advantage is the true up.
And that's where we get agents who are confused that they swear their client was never on another Med Advantage.
Right. So it's CMS. Now, everybody's going to pay in January, everybody in Med Advantage that I've seen, except for SilverScript. I think they've announced they're going to pay the end of the month. They're going to pay last. Love WellCare, but the phone is ringing about WellCare. So if you are having a, let's say it nicely. That's nicely.
What is that?
I just got that for my birthday. WellCare has some service issues. I mean, 9 out of 10 people calling and mad about service, it's about WellCare. So, they had a lot of expansion. They had a fantastic Part D, and they obviously weren't staffed up for that. So you're not alone if you're losing your mind about it. It's just every time a company expands or has a big year, it's always painful, and then it levels out and it gets better. So you're the guinea pig. You're the WellCare guinea pig this year.
I always picture the carriers doing everything to have a great product, have a great. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm back. Stretching my back.
Having a great, and then they do everything except hire enough people.
Right.
Like, oh my God, you mean we should have hired more support?
Right. When Cigna first came out with Med Advantage,
they all do this.
They had a 30,000 app backlog, and it was a nightmare. And I called there and said, "What is going on?" And they said, "If you were actually here, you would die." They said, "We have all these faxed apps just sitting in a room. Nobody's even working on them." So I don't want to.
It's the game.
I don't want to downplay the fact that you're in pain because
right.
your WellCare service is bad and your clients are mad, but it's going to be rough until it gets better.
And it'll happen again. Not with them, but that's just the industry.
Whoever's had an unexpectedly big year.
We saw that in major medical. We've seen it everywhere.
Or whoever's new.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Anthem, because the second number of calls I'm getting, people that are a little freaked out, is about the Anthem over-the-counter card, which I love. So I don't have a credit card, but that's best in class. I love Anthem for doing this. It's a card. You can take it to Walmart, and boom, you can go get your over-the-counter benefit. However, it's new.
It's new. That's all you need to say. We have some problems. So Anthem, if I could give an innovative award this year, I would give it to them. They were the only carrier that was able to get in and file a plan with those essential health benefits that CMS passed in April.
What does that mean?
Giving more benefits so there are benefits to the client that have nothing to do with doctors or pharmacies. There are benefits that can improve somebody's
health outcome.
Their outcome. So humidifiers, air conditioning, transportation, massage, ramps, all these super awesome things. So, thank you. Super cool things that absolutely will improve somebody's overall health. However,
I'm not going to do it again because it's obnoxious, but squeeze, squeeze, a little bit of pain.
We've
Some pain points.
We've hit some glitches because we moved so fast, which I appreciate. I always say carriers are the most innovative. I love it. I love the business for that. And I can respect, because I know the game, that we go real fast and then we hit these glitches. So the same thing with Walmart. They were super pumped to have this alliance with Walmart. You get a credit card for your OTCs. They expanded the OTC limits. People can go in and shop with this card. How awesome! Except
it's not working. So
we're having problems.
One of the calls today was they said, hey, I went to Walmart and they said, you don't have any money on your card. So you have to, you can't just go to Walmart. You have to first go to a computer and register your card. Then it will say, okay, cool, you have $150 to use at Walmart. So then you go back to Walmart. So he did. And they said, oh, you have $20 on your card. And he's like, ah! So he went back home, and this guy is a president of a bank. So he's a savvy guy.
Yeah.
And so he's getting frustrated because he was all excited about this thing. And, you know, it's new. It's the beginning of the year. The Walmart people he were talking to didn't know what to do. And when he was trying to register his card to use it, the 800 number kept dropping off, because we called Anthem. They said it's just being overloaded. You know, thousands of people across the country right now are trying to, you know, log in and upload their card. So if your clients are having trouble getting their card activated, just tell them to keep at it. Right. The phone line is...
It'll smooth out. It's a great program.
And Walmart will learn about it.
It'll all work out. But yeah, it's that... a little bit of that growing pain.
We had one lady that she called and she tried to order stuff on the phone, and they said, oh, you can only get this in the store. And she's like, I don't drive.
Right.
And you guys told me this.
Which isn't true.
Right, I know. So there's glitches. Squeeze the chicken. It's going to get better. And they are best in class as far as coming to market with the card. And when it works properly,
and you know,
it's going to be the best.
It's a good idea to take this opportunity, because it is OEP, and reach out to your clients and just make sure, head it off now before another agent gets them, and they say, oh my God, this doesn't work like it's supposed to do, and then that other agent switches them.
Right. The other agent could move them during AEP, or Anthem still has the agent AOR. Oh. So they could say, well, if your agent won't help you get your card activated and teach you how to use your benefit,
right.
If he's lazy, I'll do it. Here, sign this, and now I'm your agent.
They should have done this. Be proactive. So take this, it's a little crappy right now, and turn it into a positive mood where you're reaching out to your clients. How's it going? Happy New Year. This is what I've seen. Just want you to be abreast of it. We'll get through it. Have you tried? Blah, 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 blah. Be proactive. Right. Then you turn it into a slam dunk.
So today is my birthday. You want to throw me my hat, my birthday hat back there, Timothy? So for my birthday, and it's funny because I had agents ask me for these for like 2 years. I couldn't find them where I put them in my office. So these are stickers for your laptop. Those of you that, you know, sit down with a client and open your laptop, please, dear God, tell me that, like, all of you are doing it, because the carriers and Medicare really want those e-apps. So that this is on the back of your laptop looking at your client. And can you see this online?
It's like a billboard.
Yeah, so while you're talking about other stuff, you can let your laptop do some passive advertising for you and say, hey, I also sell dental, vision, hearing, life insurance, home health care, cancer. It's all legal. So that they can ask you about those other things. So I have like 10 of these. So if you are the first 10 in the comments down at the bottom of YouTube to wish me happy birthday and tell me how old you think I am. And don't be like saying something young, whatever. That's not going to impress me. Like, how old do you really think I am? And I will mail you one of these for your laptop.
Awesome.
Before I lose them again. What do you got?
She is notorious for that. I remember one year you bought Christmas, or no, you bought Easter.
Oh my God.
All this Easter candy. She bought all this Easter stuff for her kids.
The grass.
She hid them so well. When did you find them? Did you ever find them?
Yeah, like months later.
Months later.
So it's Easter for my kids, and I'm like calling her, please God, I can't find anything. I gotta have Easter baskets for my little kids.
She had tons.
Found it later.
Found it later.
I'm a good hider.
Excellent hider. Not an excellent finder. So what's happening on our end? Well, first I want to plug this a little bit. We will be doing our DSNP boot camp.
Okay, you either got to look at the camera or at me. Are the lights hurting your eyes?
No, I just like to go back and forth. I think it's more personal.
Because you're like looking down.
It's like I'm trying to be conversational.
Are you supposed to look at that camera or that camera?
I just go everywhere.
Okay.
I'm doing.
I didn't know if they're hurting your eyes because I know the lights give you migraines.
Yeah.
So if you want to wear my hat for like a little shade.
No, I have good hair day. Okay. Anyway, so we will be in Cleveland Dayton and Cincy, the last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of February in Ohio. It is a dual boot camp. I will have Amanda Bruton, just the bigwig with Anthem there. They're going to, we're going to have, we might have breakfast. We're going to have lunch, 3 hours CE, and then we will do during the working lunch on how to take a lot of what we've learned and use it, and Anthem, and their essential health benefits. So if you did not get into the market this year for the duals, do yourself a favor and come to this meeting, because this is where all the carriers are pushing and promoting, and you can see it in their benefits. It's huge. Ohio is Anthem's #1 state, and it'll be a great meeting. So that'll be going out. You can start registering for that, I would say, tomorrow at our office, but come to that.
And before the January meetings, I have an agency builder workshop in Fort Lauderdale the end of January. So in 2 weeks, it's not too late to register for that great class if you're looking to grow your agency. Either you want to start your own agency, or you're a GA, you want to know how to be an MGA, an MGA, you want to know how to be an SGA, if you want to be an FMO. We talk about all the levels and the production requirements, the pressure, how to grow that. Does this look bad?
So
I'm cooling down, so I can put my shirt back on.
I cannot wait until they'll start happening to me. So we've been kicking off our pseudo series. I sound like a teacher. On this Bridge to Medicare. Bridge to Medicare is a great health plan from 62 to 65. It's in 7 states.
Those are the forgotten people. They're the only 7 states. So let's say the states a couple times, because that's. If you want to know the states, hit me up in the comments below.
Do the comments.
7 states, and we will send you the states.
Yeah, because I can't quite. Yeah. I can't remember all that. But it is.
But is it Indiana?
It is not Indiana.
Which is, I hate that when we push it apart, but that's okay.
And that's the Indiana laws. But nonetheless, super awesome.
So why is this awesome? Because these people...
Nobody likes these people. You know why it's awesome? Because this. Everybody says 10,000 people turn 65 every day. 10,000 people turn 62 every day. You can lock these people in for 3 years, and then boom. They automatically come off when they're 65, eligible for Medicare. Now you have your Medicare client.
Boom!
Okay.
Ka-ching! Pow, pow. I love that. Plus, the ACA people don't like them because they're only going to be with them a little bit. Plus, it costs so much. They're furious. A lot of times they don't do anything. Yeah. They're just like, I can't afford this. They don't, unless they get a full subsidy, they're just lost.
Yeah, and if the chances are if they get a full subsidy, they're low income, good chance they might not buy anything anyway because of their age. So it's a
niche.
It totally is.
Niche.
It's a great opportunity. So I've got a podcast, and it is on iTunes, and it's called Insurance Now with Rebecca Gordon, and we launch those every Friday. And last week's podcast, we had Kyle Dietz with Pivot Health, and we talked exclusively about this plan. Super cool stuff.
So
tune in.
For those of you that are my age, yet to be determined in the comments, that haven't ever done a podcast, so it's just a radio show.
It's a total radio show.
It's just a radio show. But so how does that play out for you? So you can do it in the car when you're driving to an appointment. You can do it in the car when you're driving to work in the morning.
Working
out.
You
can do it on the treadmill. Yeah. It's just extra training. It's a different platform for just you to get more training. If you're going to be on top of this game, the top of your career, you're constantly learning all this stuff.
You could be one of those young people who walks around with an ear headphone in their ears all the time.
They're always
drive me crazy. And you could be listening to me. How awesome is that?
So I'm going to talk a little bit about diabetic test strips. This is funny. If you would like more information, hit me in the comments. But diabetic test strips with most insurance plans, they get them for free. And it turns out they're really expensive. So if you don't have insurance, they're like over $100 a box. Ooh. So there's a black market, which it shouldn't be black because that black means legal. It's legal to resell. So like if your dad dies, you can resell his unused test strips. Or what people are doing is they're just selling their extra. And they sell them for a lot of money. And then these companies resell them to people that don't have insurance at a discount. And it's all legal. It's because you'll see signs and it'll be in Spanish and English, and it'll be like, sell your diabetic test strips, call today, money, cash, fast, blah, blah.
I love it. That is so crazy. I'm telling you what, capitalists are wild.
But then people call in and they're like, hey, what is this deal with these, is this legal? Yeah, it's legal. It's a thing right now. It's capitalism.
That is capitalism at its finest.
Right. So what companies are doing, they make a special meter so that if you get their plan, you get their meter, so you have to buy their strips.
Could we have mom and dad start getting diabetic strips? Do they have to be a diabetic?
Yeah.
And then sell theirs?
Yeah.
They just couldn't.
Yeah.
We could sell dads.
Yeah, we could steal them. I mean, they could just go. That's what all people do. They steal drugs from their parents, right? The problem with mom is every time she has a surgery, she throws away her extra drugs. She flushes them down the toilet.
Note to self.
Right.
Don't rate her.
Right.
Her cabinet.
Okay. That was a joke.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Yeah, the
that was a
chicken.
joke.
Now we're going to get arrested.
Don't send comments of anything. Yeah.
Actually, it is dangerous for your parents and your clients and your grandparents to keep unused drugs in their house.
Absolutely.
Because then they become a victim to the neighborhood kids. So one of my friends, her mom was on pain medication, and it was always short. She was always running out, and they could not figure out what was going on. It was their housekeeper. She was been stealing their drugs for years.
Wow.
So I'm
believe
just throwing that out there for you, for yourself. And she was the housekeeper was the daughter of the lady's best friend that had known her whole life. The drug abuse is drug abuse.
Drug abuse.
Yeah.
People don't think straight when they're.
So what do you got? What are you talking about?
You want to keep going on this, or we want to go to the next episode?
Why don't I wait for the next episode? Let's stop this. Thanks for joining in.
Peace out.
See us next week.
Good
we got a lot of
sales.
stuff for you guys.